Welcome to Keeper of Secrets Tarot. I am Gypsy Girl, here to bring you another reading for Scorpio for the end of October 2024. Thank you, Spirit, for protecting and keeping the collective safe, for protecting me and keeping me safe. And Scorpio, I thank you for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares. Most of all, for showing up. Scorpio, I was cleaning the deck. Yeah, I was cleaning the deck and not much was going on. And then all of a sudden, lots of cards were showing. And it's not even, I can't even remember how many, just spilling out and spilling out. And I'm looking here now and I'm seeing the Wheel of Fortune and the Three of Cups. So divine timing is in motion. It's the way things are meant to be, as things are happening. It's the 10, completion of a cycle, and a celebration or reconciliation, coming together with another. And having the courage was one of the cards of the strength card showing up, saying having that courage that you can move forward. And here we have the Knight of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune, to say that your patience is paying off, because you are coming in to your own. We're already in the Scorpio season, so you're feeling like, okay, I'm doing me, I'm taking my time, and you do take your time. And those of you who are in a rush, or you're going to feel like you need to slow down. But yeah, it's like I can't even share with you what I saw in the cleaning of the deck, but it's just where I had so much to say for Aquarius, not much coming out with Scorpio read. I mean, to get it going, I'm stumbling and stuttering. Here we have the Emperor, we have the Moon, and we have the Seven of Wands. So again, knowing when, taking responsibility, taking the higher ground for others, and maybe even pushing away, because there's that push and pull on, I know what I want to go after it, should I take a chance? Questions. I mean, I'm asking questions too, in the sense where what I saw in those cards and how many of them. But the Strength card is the one that I'm holding on to, because having the courage was where the energy was coming in. Okay, so deck feels a little heavy, and again, that could be because you have to take your time. It feels that weight of Saturn. Using the same deck, the Crow Tarot, that I was using for the beginning of the month, with the 8-card spread that seems to be very, I'm attracted to this one. I like how it feels. So doing a second turn, and I'm not sure if I'll do a third one for the November reads. And again, I was kept back from doing them sooner and moving right into the end of the month. I wanted to do it just a little bit sooner, but circumstance kept me from having my way. The first card here is about where you've been, what you've been through, you know, circumstances have changed or changing, and how you're feeling about where you're headed, and a bit up and down feeling maybe. It's just, I feel like that with the reading, with the cleaning of the deck. It was a lot going on. But that's it. This card represents a lot of what you've been through and pretty much on the end of, and then bringing you into the now, into the present. So it's sort of a cusp. I like to call it a cusp card. The second card is another cusp card because it is what is happening now, bringing you into the future. And the third card is what helps or hinders you in moving forward into the future. So they're all linked, these three cards. And then the fourth card is your subconscious. So what's going on underneath, deep down inside. Your fears, your hopes, you're just going through that. What took place here is coming into the surface, everything that you want to have or what you're hoping to have. And if you're fearful of not getting it. Then the fifth card is what's grounding you, what's keeping you afloat is how I like to put this. It's a guidance card. So it could be guidance from spirit, could be from outside where people are helping you, a particular person, could be from yourself. These three cards are aligned here. So it really depends on the positive or negative would come with the alignment here. The sixth card is lessons learned, and of course that is dealing with what's went on in the past, coming into the future, what has molded you. The seventh card is outside forces, so other people, as in how other people are affecting you, or your energy, or your decision-making processes, etc. And then, of course, the eighth card is the final outcome, or the outcome of this read. And again, it is not what I say is written in stone. You decide if you want to follow the guidance that the reading would offer. And again, that would be how your ending would take shape if you are following the guidance of spirit. Keep wanting to see the bottom of this deck, and it is the Three of Wands here. So having that hope, being hopeful, changing the circumstance because of what you've been through, because you see further, you see what your efforts are bringing in, or at least you want to see the positive towards to what you've done. You want to, you're hopeful that things will come in the way you want them to, and you're feeling that it may not go that way for you because you're ready now to change direction. You're ready to, okay, if this doesn't work, then I'll go the other way. And changing direction could mean you want to change where you work, how much money you make. You are working, so your focus there is on the details, in the sense where what you would like to have happen or what you want to have come in, the effort that you've put, you're paying attention to that. And this is where your hope is, that because you've put effort in, you're hoping that it would bring you something good. Again, it's that positive outlook. You want to keep positive, but you have a sense that it could go the other way. It's that Scorpio in you. You know that it could just do a tailspin. And you're thinking, well, I'll just let it go. You know, you're ready to let go. Which is good because we're at the end of the month. And if things don't work out the way you're hoping for, then change is obvious. And you're keeping that work factor in play. You're making sure that you keep working at the details, or working on the details. Then we have the King of Cups. So right in your element, you're very courageous. You're taking that, I shouldn't say the effort again. You're putting effort in, and you're holding on to that hope, and you're in charge of, or you're claiming that sense of responsibility. The work rather, the money, the value of what you do. You see, you're very courageous, but at the same time, you're looking at ending a cycle. So you're really thinking what to do next with what you've done, with what you are planning, with the money that you made or making. You're thinking about where to put your effort next, because something is ended and you're feeling like something is ended. Truth, betrayals, just that understanding, that coming to terms with. And the Seven of Swords, you see, we have this plan for happiness. It's a strategy, and again, for other, it's all over the place. It's either you are planning or someone else has planned. It's finding out the truth about betrayal and happiness and the marriage to come, or you want to talk about marriage to. You want to talk about that plan for marriage. Some of us want to end a marriage because of betrayal. We're really looking into the value, how much we're going to lose, am I going to pay out, making sure that you are in control. Saw the Emperor earlier. See, that happiness, marriage could be, the positive end is that it is to work towards becoming a couple and finding your happiness with someone and really putting the effort in there. And for some of us, it is, I just want to be alone. I've been betrayed. I know all about it. I figured it out. Someone has come and told me. And now I don't want. You see, there's that deliberation here. There's that sense of working it out, having it out, talking with others, and discussing happiness, discussing a trip, looking into communication on a sense of a commitment, wanting to put that offer out there and be committed and make enough, seeing that you're making enough. Again, for those of you who are looking to get married, you're counting out everything, you're focused on that. And those of you who are looking to get divorced, you're doing the same thing. You're seeing how much you're going to have to pay out. You're looking at what you've done, how much you've earned. You're seeing where you have to, checking and balancing. Again, that Emperor is coming out strong here, where the responsible person, you're being the responsible person, or you're dealing with someone who's very responsible and who is working on either the marriage or the divorce. See? And that happiness, it's really debating and figuring out what you really want. If it is you want to go with this person, or you want to go with that particular company, or you want, it could be marriage, it could be work. So you take it where it fits, but the dilemma is in that it is being able to choose. Again, it is knowing which way to go and where you want to put your effort. You see that three of wands is coming around again here. Won't go too much further in, but then there's the Queen of Wands. So determination, and then the Queen of Swords. So with the King of Wands. So we're really coming in with discernment. Again, making that decision, whether it is for love or finance. You are making up your mind, or you are working through the details to make up your mind. And there it is, not talking, being that sense of healing. I want to think about where I want to go next. That three of Wands there, looking into the future and not telling certain people your plans, or not having that communication with a particular party, or wanting to heal that communication with a particular party. It's the Four of Swords. It's thinking things out in some cases, preparing yourself for a conversation, or just having that psychological help where you go sit with someone, you talk, whether it's professional. For some of you, it could be that you've been through an operation and you're coming through, you're healing from it, you're being quiet, or you're feeling that you need to be quiet. It's a lot going on there. It's again, there's another ending of a cycle. So coming through with those who are not talking. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to this person. It's too much. You're working more than, you're feeling like you have more to do. It's coming up. It's that sense of healing. It's difficult. It's feeling the difficulty. Again, we're at the end. More endings are happening here. We have the end, the 10 of Swords. We have the 10 of Cups. And then we have that 10 of Wands. But going through all these endings, we have commitment, we have determination, we have honesty, we have a 9 here. It again is to heal with another 9. And again, attitude. So it could be that you've been through a little bit of a war zone and you feeling a little mashed up, you know. It could be that you're overthinking things, that it's working hard, feeling that you have to work hard to pay out. And again, if you're going through counting out your money, or thinking where you put in the money in, or feeling that you've been betrayed, and you want to take what you can get. It's like a self preservation thing happening here from what was going on in the past. Again, coming around to the end, seeing that you need to move, seeing that you need to look further ahead, you need to change where you work. All of these aspects, because something is ended, or you're looking to prepare for the future, for happiness with another. It's a fine line here. And this is where you're either holding back, and I don't know, split the deck. My little friend here, he's looking at me funny, like he wants to go out. We're gonna go. Just give me a minute. See, we have the Hierophant with the 2 of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. So again, it's knowing and having a divorce. It's knowing everything that you need to know. It's about getting married. It's about choosing. It's about choosing to pay out to one, to not give to another, choosing one over another, and then making that proposal and having that new idea come forward. So it's a lot that you've been through, and you've been healing, you've been thinking, you've been talking to, either going through therapy, like I said, some of you went through medical surgery, and now you're deciding, you're coming through with, okay, I don't want this, I want that. Okay, I've done this, I want to do that. And this isn't looking like it's coming in my favor, so I'm just going to wait it out. And I have a little bit of a disturbance. I'll be right back. Thank you for your patience. Sorry about that. Third card. There we have the 6 of Cups. So Scorpio, it's memories. Again, it's mental, overworking the mind here, and then that memory of love and people that you remember, and again working it out, wanting to build on, and being very loving and caring and nurturing, and very, very courageous, taking that, I want to say taking a chance, but I don't see it as taking a chance. It's taking a step forward. Again, it's that 3 of Wands. Looking into the future and having hopes, and with the memory of love, and being able to share with someone. And then, of course, the 4th card is the 9. So we're very worried. We're worried. What is this anxiety? All these swords, again, it's mental. Everything coming to an end, wanting to close off on something, wanting to end a relationship, worried that someone is going to end, not come back or say no to your proposal. And we have the Page of Swords. You're being honest. Here we have the 5 of Swords. So again, whatever it takes, because of the love, you're being strong here. That King here is rounding off everything. That King of Cups is wanting to marry, wanting to do whatever it takes and overcome this betrayal and have a plan, making plans, putting an end to a cycle of disappointments, knowing that you have to wait it out a little bit, talk a little bit more, think a little bit more. But that 9 of Swords with the Page of Swords, we're really thinking hard here. And could be that you're dealing with an air sign, or it's just the attributes of the worry. But the love is there to help you. That love, that natural love is there to help you. And want to have that. You're going back in time, you remember it, you're going over. And this is where it's bringing into the end of October and beginning of November. You know, this is where memory is remembrances of love that is gone and our loved ones that are on the other side now. So all of that is a part of your worries. You're thinking about your future. You're thinking about person you want to be with. You're worrying about them. Maybe you're worrying that you won't have them. You're worrying that they don't want. Things are coming to an end here, you know. Something is ending, and it is a burden that is going to be put to an end. Because you're thinking that you want to be honest, and you're being honest, and you're seeking out the truth. You're looking to make sure that you don't go into another relationship that you want to get out of. 6th card is the 5 of Pentacles. So you've been through the ringer, not feeling like yourself, having had that sense of not enough, or knowing that you haven't had, or losing out, or feeling left out, feeling like a loser in some cases. You went through a lot because you're healing. Been in a depression for some. Feeling like you're not enough, knowing what that feels like, to be left out. Feeling that loss. Again, it's 5s. So, feeling it, really feeling it. And this is action too. This is really thinking you're going to overcome, or looking for ways to overcome. Again, it is working hard. And really being courageous, taking that step forward, putting an end to a cycle of deceit. And again, self-sabotage. You're going over that here. You're wondering, you're worrying, you're concerned about what was said, what was done, by who and to whom, and then feeling left out. You know what that feels like. Lessons learned. Knowing that you need to overcome that, and knowing how too. The 7th card is the 3 of Cups. Again, we saw that at the beginning. So we have the 6 and the 3 bringing in the 9. So happiness and reconciliation and coming back to the family. Again, seeing that you have hope for the future, looking for that celebration. And this is someone outside of you that's bringing that in. This is not you doing anything. This is family members. This could be loved ones, friends, associates even. It's a party that you're planning to go to, or you may very well feel like you're going to meet up with someone at the party that you would have that connection with. Again, you're working, you're thinking about where you're working, what you do for work, and all of this, the changes that come. It's like it's all culminating for this end of the month here. Then you have the Three of Swords. So we're really overcoming disappointments and facing up to them and knowing that what you have done or what your part was in what went to the point of I don't belong, I don't feel like I belong. It's really to overcome that, because it's a 3 and a 3 here. And this is reconciling and again, overcoming the suffering, overcoming disappointment. You're at the point of healing to start with. And this is coming past, getting past that disappointment, because this is in the past. It's to overcome it. Here you're overcoming. So you're really on the threshold of ending up cycles where you've been betrayed, you've come to realize, you know all about it. End of love, end of marriage. Some of you going into marriage to get through and get past the suffering. It's like making up. And again, the hopes and fears. And the fear is in that you will not be heard, you will not be received, you will not feel like you belong. Because it is a question of your thought processing, and we did see the 8 of Swords earlier in. I don't know if you saw it here or was in the breakaway. The cards just let go. Again, there's a commitment to be at home, to have a home, to build a home. The Queen of Wands is that determination, you know, that I'm not going to let it go. I'm not going to stop. And the Queen of Swords is being open and honest and waiting and allowing for the next person to come in and talk and share. And then you have the King of Wands, which is having that positive outlook. And then we have the 9 of Wands, is to heal and move on and take that last stand and say, I'm not giving up. And then it becomes the 10 of Wands. So 10 of Wands here is a confirmation that it is all coming to an end. You're going to heal. You're getting past. Here is where you're shifting into what was in the past coming into now. And here is where what is now is going into the future. So an ending is coming. Lots of endings. You're lining yourself up. You're aligning with, again, it's all swords here. 14 to be exact. When you think about it, it's temperance. So being patient and then healing, spiritual healing here, because you have all these swords and the wands, and then the pentacles for that King of Pentacles. Sorry, that King of Cups, and then the Emperor with that King of Wands. So it's really about overall sense, like rounding it up. Again, ending up of cycles, coming toward the end of October. Again, it's all endings, to bring in something new, to help you overcome and get past. Scorpio, it's very healing, because that's how you end up. Patiently, too. Thank you, Spirit. Again, your readings are so deep, to dig in, to find, to see that light into the dark. It's very dark, these cards. Especially when you see the 3 of Swords, but it is overcoming. It's not having a disappointment. Sorry, Scorpio. Had a tickle in my throat there. It's not easy. This read wasn't easy physically. I had disturbances. That's when I thought it was really quiet. Thank you, Spirit, for protecting and keeping the collective safe. Protecting me and keeping me safe. What is the oracle message for Scorpio for the end of October 2024? And I'm coming back to do your reading in a few days, in fact, after I release this. So you'll have a fresh start and see where you're headed next. But you're healing, it's this healing. The 14 here is where we want to focus, not so much on all the swords that are showing up here, but some of you are healing and moving on. Some of you are healing and coming together with someone or some people. I mean, it's family members, it's friends, it's true love. It's moving on. It's seeing into the future, looking at the past and measuring up what you've been through. But the effort, there's a lot of work that you've done, and some of you still have work to do, and you're not done. It's just a healing process that you're going through. What is the oracle message? Here we have the never-ending story. So again, it's not finished. 7 and 3 is 10. We're ending up. Going over disappointments, looking for that peace, getting that leg up, just like Aquarius. Again, this is this 5, This 5 of Pentacles is represented by that. Feeling like you don't belong, left out. And then healing, which is what we are doing here in this card. So it's a full cycle coming around. Let's take a look at that never-ending story. We're really feeling it, a lot of betrayal. Feeling that you've been through so much, Scorpio. 37. See, before the 37, we were at the 36. Coming to the edge here. Courage, taking a leap of faith, overcoming fear and accepting risk. Again, that's where that King of Cups comes in. I say you have the courage, working hard, really putting the effort in, and seeing that you need to move on, you need to change, you need to go away. You're putting an end to the betrayals. You're getting all the truth and that ending up of happiness for some of you, and for others of us is coming into the happiness. Again, that's tarot, it's all in layers. It's the 4 of Wands, again, for marriage or for divorce in some cases. But for that overall understanding, self-knowledge, and then being alone, feeling that you have to be alone. But you don't want to be alone for long. You're having that deliberation as to what your true happiness is. And if you want to go off on a journey, making that commitment, focusing on what you really want. And there's your queen. It could be your queen. It could be you, your attitude. Again, it is changing. That never-ending story too. You had the courage to step off and say, no, I don't want. Overcoming fear and accepting the risk involved. This is where you were before you got to the 37. Now we're at the 37. Self-criticism, the wounded ego, unnecessary drama. So it's feeling, again, that 3 of Wands, not seeing it like you're hoping it would work out. It's going in a whole other direction. And now you have to move to suit. You have to change the direction. You have to look into, I got to do something else. I got to do something differently. We'll look at relationship, because it is dealing with others that this happens. It's not just yourself. So sometimes your heart enters into a contract with another that results in pain. Not because of abuse or neglect, but for other, more complex reasons. Shame, fear of intimacy and low self-esteem are the greatest challenges to the success of a relationship. Consider how valuable this knowledge is. However, right now you have an opportunity for important healing, but you must reflect on the stories you weave about love, connection, abandonment, rejection, and loneliness. Not only do you need to begin a new story, you need to forgive yourself for telling yourself the old ones. Have compassion for the part of you that believes all those narratives. Right here. See that? Going thinking about everything that went wrong and everything that happened, all the lies and deceit, and blaming the next person or blaming yourself, taking all of this upon you and saying it's all your fault. For some of you, because you have to heal, you don't want to talk, going into some kind of seclusion, or you're dealing with therapists. It's a lot, Scorpio. You have to get through, and you will get through because it's a part of it. Coming into terms and accepting. Remember, that's where it started. Oh no, that's where you were. Accepting the risk. Overcoming fear. You see, you have to get to that. Again, going around. You know, you and Aquarius, I have this feeling that if you listen to the Aquarius read, you're going to feel that sense of what going around and around is about. Because I talk about that toward the end. Could be that you were dealing with air signs. Not only do you need to begin a new story, you need to forgive yourself for telling yourself the old ones. Have compassion for the part of you that believes all those narratives. None of them were ever true anyway. And then you will find your peace. Again, you're going to overcome that feeling alone and left out in the cold. You have to go through that in order to love yourself. Be a little selfish. That King of Cups, finding the courage to set yourself up and work for you and check in and balance in everything that you have. And if it is that you have to pay out, you're putting an end to having to do that. Because at the end of the day, you have to give to yourself. Once you've given to everyone else, your part, taking responsibility for your part, and that Emperor, taking care of business, making sure and checking and balancing, then you start giving to yourself. There you will find your peace. Let's take a look on that for some redemption here. Again, it is another 5, that 23. So we're going around, we're going back from 37 to 23, from 7 to 5, from 9. It's 9 and going into the 5. So coming to the end and then going back to halfway point, you're taking a step back, you're checking, you're making sure that you don't get that again. Or at least you're changing the game, or you're trying to. Freedom from attachment, radical acceptance. There it is. Accepting what was and letting it go. Overcoming. People who didn't treat you well, walk away from them. Accept that it didn't work out. We're going to look at the prosperity on that. This is one of those times when you're capable of clever vision about your work and how you create your prosperity. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. You're called by presence to step into your power. Just being is enough, for you are in peaceful harmony with spirit, and it shows in your work. Again, we saw that with the 8 of Pentacles. King of Cups is not messing around. King of Cups is taking control, getting his emotions in order, taking care of business, not talking or talking to particular, or just remembering, thinking, going back, going over, coming out with the truth. On that note, Scorpio, I thank you for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares. Until our next read, love and light.